Yeah. I'm not sure.
So
if it's
one
gonna
thing
work.
tools don't normally do is give you visibility into things like SSO or LSOs and allow you to modify those to test to see what would happen.
Yeah. This is kind of a twitchy one. So the HTML5 demos, if I look at this and render it, so let me see. If you come over here, you should see the local storage now has a value in it. Yep. So if we set that, and this is the part that doesn't always work.
You're not supposed to tell them that.
Yeah, well, like we said, this is still kind of a work in progress.
But think, no other tool allows you to do this. So being the only one that and it kind of sucks right now is better than being like,
yeah. Yep. And I think
you may disagree, and that's okay.
Yeah, that didn't work. So we'll switch back over. What happens is it gets cached. The browser's caching that local storage reference in. We're directly modifying it through SQLite, so you don't get to see it. So here's the way it actually should look.
Here's the time that it did work.
Yeah. It works every time. You just have to restart it, which is annoying. So you modify the value, and then when you go back and re-render the page, you get the pop-up box. So that's actually modifying the local storage. And some people ask us, well, what is the attack scenario there? And we say, well, it's really no different than any other situation where one part of an application accepts data and it doesn't properly sanitize it. And then it gets replayed later. So let's say you have a web page that's storing some sort of user preference in a client-side storage. I mean, you know, developers are starting to use this and not even realize it. Like they're importing JStorage and using it without understanding where these values are actually being stored. And then later you come back and it pulls it out of there and it doesn't encode it or sanitize it. And then you have cross-site scripting. So let's say you do some sort of forced browsing to send the value to that web page and get it saved, and then force the user to re-render that page, and they themselves find out to be vulnerable.
So we have some more slides and we have no more time. So what we're going to do is, as far as documentation goes, there's some on the project page as well as our slides. And a copy of these slides is already available on our project page. So if you have any questions, now's the time to ask them. We're actually going to be in the Q&A room as well. So we can actually go through some of the stuff we weren't able to cover. So thank you for coming out. We hope you use the tool. Please submit bug reports. Please submit feature requests. We had some people come up to us and say that they don't code, but they'd like to help out. Well, we need people to submit bug reports and help us with documentation.
Yeah, write docs, please.
Oh, and we aren't an inspection proxy.
Yeah. Thanks.